right, y'all, back at it again for the third episode of Talking with Tacos.
Yes, sir.
We got another good guest on today. She's also a good friend of ours.
Man, really good friend. Also a really good realtor. Man, every single time I see her, she's on social media getting after it, man. True hustler.
Yep.
Laredo's finest. Claudia Salinas.
Yeah.
Long.
Yeah.
I'm down the street.
I know, but like, do you come this way like all the time? Because like Culebra is like,
Sometimes when I'm showing homes,
Okay.
but you really take GOM
yeah.
Oh,
or
yeah.
that back road.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Because
Yeah.
when I'm pre-approving some people sometimes, and I see what neighborhood, and if it's over here, I'm like, man, should I like stop this deal from happening right now? Because
Oh,
I hate the traffic over here.
yeah. No, I always tell my clients.
Oh, especially the
I
new
feel bad.
builds.
I'm like, as soon as I see the house that they're getting, I'm like, damn, this is gonna be 40 minutes for them to get to 1604.
20 minutes just
Yeah.
to like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I'm
Very
excited
good.
that you're here at my place. It's been a minute since we've
It's a
been.
nice place.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I should get into the loan
And-
business.
The main reason why I'm excited is that both Anthony and I know you, right? And B, you're like the main reason why this thing is actually kind of even happening.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You're welcome.
Because literally, if I wouldn't have met this dude, I wouldn't be doing this. It would have just been something that's just stuck in my head. And so thank you. We appreciate you because you were the first person that kind of started up this whole thing here.
Duo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. No, I was actually talking to a friend earlier and I'm like, man, it's crazy how you meet people and these situations happen, right? Or opportunities that come. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just worked out. It's crazy.
So we talked about it on our first episode, which was just kind of like our pilot, but like about the similarities between what we have.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that kind of stuff? What you know?
Oh, yeah. Y'all's birthday is like the exact same birthday or something,
Yeah.
It's the
right?
exact same day.
Same
Crazy.
What?
from the same place.
Twins.
Like, yeah, born like 20 miles or grew up 20 miles apart from each other.
yeah.
So it's
Was it the same hospital?
different
Where-
hospital.
Oh,
I was
was it?
in Cuero.
Oh no, I was born here in San Antonio actually.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
We're just raised.
raised. Yeah,
Yeah.
same
Got it.
place.
Yeah.
But
That
Anyway.
was crazy.
with like Victoria and stuff, like I do kind of feel like Victoria is very similar to Laredo because you're from Laredo,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And like I think that there's similarities in like a smaller place,
Sure.
and like I don't know. You got over here. Like, how did you get over here from Laredo to San Antonio?
So as soon as I graduated, I said, you know what? I'm getting out of here because if I stay here, I'm going to be one of the statistics,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
get married, have kids, and this is my life, which is not bad. But I always wanted something more,
Yeah.
something bigger. So as soon as I graduated, I came over here to San Antonio, went to UTSA and did the whole thing. And I've been here since, 15 years now?
Oh wow,
It's been a minute.
yeah,
But so I know, and I know I have quite a few friends from Laredo, and so I know it's a small, big city, and there's like everybody knows everybody,
Yeah.
right? And even in high school, like I'm sure you know a lot of people that went to high school here with you, and I don't know if that looks familiar.
Wow. Get my picture.
So
we did some investigating.
Facebook.
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's middle school or freshman year.
Okay, yeah, this is quite a
Still
while.
look the same, right?
Had to do some digging to find that one, but yeah, you still look very similar.
Yeah.
So I'm sure. But like I said, everybody knows you.
You know it's
and then like there was some other things that we kind of looked into that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. What was the name of y'all? It sounded a little like it could be like a good joint here in San Antonio, like the name of an actual establishment. Y'all were
yeah.
the Diamond. What were y'all? The Diamond Dolls?
the dance team,
Baseball
is that-
cheerleader.
The
Was that-
Diamond Dolls.
was
yeah.
So you were, huh?
That low key sounds like
Maybe that
low key sounds like a
earbud.
strip club. Like, hey, what you doing tonight, man? I'm going to Diamond Dolls. Like,
Yeah, I like that.
That's
I
a
like
wild.
You could be onto something there.
That's a good fun fact. I wouldn't have known that you were a part of
like
anything like
baseball.
that. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to be able to see how you look back then compared to now. So
So like with the
Back
whole,
then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot.
I
Yeah.
like it. So Mike Jones.
Hey.
So like the whole Laredo thing, like I think there's like a clique of y'all that are over here, and like who was the first person that said, I'm gonna cross? What do you cross to get to over here? Like what's the main highway?
35.
35? Oh,
Straight
really?
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the
It's a
first
straight
like
shot.
conquistador from Laredo that said, you know what, I'm making the trip and brought all the other villagers with
It's
them?
I think we all just kind of gravitate to each other. Like Anthony was saying, it's a little clique, right?
Mm-hmm.
I moved up here by myself, and my group of friends, we went to high school together, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know them until orientation for college, and that's where we all kind of linked up. And
Oh
yeah,
wow.
here we
Okay.
are. It's our crew now.
Oh, so
We're
y'all not
probably like
even
10 girls, all from Laredo.
yeah, but like y'all didn't know each other from high
We
school,
knew each other.
but not
They
like
were jocks. I was a nerd,
mm,
so different cliques. We didn't really hang out. We weren't that close of friends until San Antonio. Yeah.
gotcha.
And then here you just kind of go out and you're like, "Hey, you're from Laredo. You're from Laredo." And everyone just hangs out because we all have the same culture, the same,
Hmm.
you know,
The
we like
same
the same
y'all
things. We vibe
is
together.
y'all's like the same
Do
tone
I
or
still do
something
that? I don't
or
know. Sometimes. He does it more than I do.
Yeah, you pick it up once you move here.
Yeah, I feel like he hangs out with a lot of Laredo people.
yeah?
Yeah,
Like
Do
that's how I
you?
met him.
actually, I do so many, and yeah, that's how we
Yeah,
actually met. So she was a realtor for Martine Zavala and Luz.
everyone knows Zavala's. You just mentioned that last name, and he's like,
Every
yeah.
oh, he's loud, like, "What's happening? What's up, champ?" Like, I actually just spoke with him yesterday. He kind of helped me out a little bit and gave me some little inside scoop on you, but
Oh, Laredo.
but yeah, they basically were going to buy a house through Claudia, and I guess maybe it was after closing. They had like a little get together. I don't know if it was a birthday or something like that. And they were like, "Oh yeah, you should meet our realtor. She's so cool." So I
Thanks.
was like, "All right, I guess so." And so we all, I think, met at some spot and ended up at like Thirsty Horse and kind of like danced and stuff like that. So I was like, "Oh yeah, she's super cool." Like I didn't expect, like, I don't know what, for some reason until you actually buy a home, you're like, "Oh yeah, maybe." Most realtors are super like so
That's it.
professional,
Yeah.
and then you can't really see the outside part of them because I don't know as many like personally,
Hmm.
and so meeting her, I was like, y'all's realtor was that cool. Like,
Well,
what are
Yeah.
the chances?
I think that kind of separates some realtors from other realtors, right? Is that personal touch and being able to. But you said dance, bro. Like, is this dude a good country dancer?
Yeah. Yeah. He'll spin you around and do the whole
Because I be
thing.
seeing him and his like get up, and I'm like, man, I know this dude like gets out on the dance floor and probably can like crush. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I don't want to
On
toot
his
my
good
own
days.
horn, but
I didn't start dancing. My wife basically forced me to start learning how, and I could do a little two step. That's all I got. But
well, you can start somewhere and then you
yeah,
just get better
yeah,
and better.
I got the twirling down. I could do the
Okay.
little spin move or whatever it is, but. Sound like I'm hooping right now, but yeah, I could do a little spin twirl action. That's about all I could do.
It's like, same move. That's all it is.
You
Yeah.
Repetition.
you you're in control. You lead. So whatever you do, they just gotta follow.
I think that's the problem. My wife likes to lead.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that could
That's
be.
me every
Yeah.
time. I mean, everywhere, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm single.
No, no, no. That's a good quality about you though. So you're
Thanks.
strong,
Yeah.
independent kind of person. So
So you got here from Laredo, going to UTSA. I also kind of know you from some like other different, like we have like the way that we got connected was through a mutual friend, somebody that I worked with at T-Mobile. So like when did you start because I do have a hot take about T-Mobile, not necessarily T-Mobile, but retail in general. Like, so when you got here, you're going to UTSA, like what was like your income looking like in terms of what you were doing?
Struggling. I mean, college kids, we all struggled,
Yeah.
right? Um, I worked at Best Buy for about 5 years, did the whole Geek Squad thing, right? So
Nice.
installing
mm,
TVs,
I didn't
cars,
know that.
speakers, all
Which
that
location
stuff.
was that?
The Rim.
Okay,
I met
cool.
George Strait once. Yeah.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Duncan, like a bunch of cool people go to the Rim.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I did Best Buy for a while and then went on to T-Mobile because commission, right? It's a great job to start off with for sure. College kids
Hmm.
making a lot of money. Moved my way up in T-Mobile. I was probably there for 5 years too, and then
Hmm.
jumped ship. One of my best friends, Brenda, was doing real estate, and I'm like, hey, well, I want to try it out. She's
Yeah.
like, well, go for it. Take the classes. Like, do your thing. And sure enough, here I
Yeah.
am 6 years later.
Yeah. I was surprised to see the Best Buy thing because like my hot take there is like I started at Circuit City. So we were competitors
Yeah.
at one point in time, but I was at Circuit City like in '08 and '09. When were you at Best Buy?
Yeah. Since '08.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Since I
Okay.
graduated high school in Laredo, I transferred over here to the Rim.
Gotcha. Or maybe no, it was '07, '08, I think was Circuit City. And then I went to T-Mobile and I started at T-Mobile. I'm not too sure if you remember, but like in Austin, they had like two malls or whatever. And I think they did the same everywhere. All those T-Mobiles in the middle of the mall, they transformed them into corporate owned stores.
Mm.
They were no longer like the
Mm.
authorized retailer.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how I Circuit City got shut down, first of all, because Best Buy, Amazon, all these things started coming out
Oh yeah,
and
true.
they couldn't compete no more.
Mm-hmm.
Closed out Circuit City, moved to T-Mobile, and then started in the middle of the mall, which was tough. It's
Yeah.
difficult being that,
I
bro.
did it
Did you work in the middle of
at
the
the
mall?
at Ingram.
Really?
Oh,
Man, like you are the scum of the earth if you like, I had a friend, somebody that I know in Austin, right? Like he's walking by and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he's like, "Nope, I'm good. I'm good." I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" He never even made I had to like call him later on
Mm.
and be like, "Yo, dude, I was trying to get your attention. Like this is
Just to
somebody I
talk to
know."
you.
oh, y'all
Yeah.
in the middle, like kind of
Yeah.
walking out.
Yes. Yeah. So like,
Like the little, where
Oh,
they're
you're
like,
like the
hey,
cologne people. Like,
yeah.
yes,
hey,
bro.
brother, look here. I'm gonna. How you smelling good? Look here. I'm gonna put. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm good, bro. I already got cologne
Bro,
on.
Street cleaners, right? Come over
yeah.
here.
I already
I'm
got
chasing
cell
you. I'm
phone
like,
service.
yeah,
Yes, man. So like somebody like that's the kind of like um I don't know if you would say resistance or resentment that people have towards people in the middle of the mall that somebody I knew personally didn't even take the
yeah.
time to make eye contact. So it's a funny story because I always tell them to this day. But anyway, my hot take is that like I feel like people in retail, okay, I thought it was super cool that you have the Best Buys. Like I think we can navigate real estate much better
We're
because although
hustlers.
that's it. We're hustlers. Because like on the real estate side, there's nobody telling you what it is that you need to do. And like coming back from like that whole retail thing and just like having to
Mm-hmm.
grind, talk to all kinds of people,
Mm-hmm.
athletes, famous
Mm-hmm.
people, singers, right? Normal people with attitudes. Like it forces you to have like really, really good conversations with
Mm-hmm.
people. And then that's what we have to do when we're doing loans or when you're showing houses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people transition from those careers or those jobs, right, into real estate or loans or something in that same sense. It's
Yeah.
funny how many people have been in the same jobs, right? Like, hey, I did Circuit City. Hey, I also did cell phones, right?
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
kind of transition because we have the same foundation and same behaviors.
Yeah.
But it is tough from
Hmm.
having people come to you, right? Even at your previous, right? People calling and you have that easy business
Oh,
where
true,
now you're
true.
like out there networking and,
Yeah.
making an impact.
What did you do before Wells, bro?
I worked at a juvenile treatment facility.
What?
Yeah, I legit. I
You were
was.
slamming kids and stuff?
Well, I was directing them.
Oh, okay.
Is what we would say.
Well, I said juvenile. I didn't know if you had to throw hands or something
I
like
mean,
that.
you kind of did. I
Oh,
mean, but
man.
it is a kid. But yeah, so I worked at a prison for a year and a half. I know as a
I worked
guard.
at a prison.
Yeah, and then I was in the criminal justice world. Like
Oh,
I
that's
had
right,
got a criminal
man.
justice degree that I don't
Yeah.
use, and then I went to the county here, and I mean I made a lot of good friends. You're able to impact kids at an early age, so different line of work, but I think it was like real, like meaningful,
Yeah.
like because you
No, for
can
sure,
help a
dude.
kid before they're
Absolutely,
What would
man.
you do
adults.
is meaningful? What do
Yeah.
you
It
mean?
is. No, it is. But
Yeah,
like,
I mean these are
Yeah. Yeah.
they're gonna grow up and now they're gonna be the ones running the world at some
yeah.
point.
Yeah, they
So
could go.
No, for sure. Like, me and my wife talk about it all the time. Like, if we just had unlimited money, what would we do? And like I always go back to like I would love to have like a financial sense program for kids
oh
back at home in
yeah,
Victoria or even here in San Antonio and just like or like I mean I'm in love with UTSA, like I love the school and like I would just love to like make that a dream or a goal for a kid to be like, I want to go to UTSA or, play football here. You know what I mean? But no, so I could see exactly how that is a good feeling.
Yeah.
But putting people in house is a good feeling too.
Oh,
Right?
for
Like,
sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
For me, like, I like teaching kids or just people in general
Mm-hmm.
things that they never taught us, right? They never taught us how to take care of your credit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
always
Like
like, keep
credit.
cash, don't get credit cards. That's bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And being Hispanic and coming from where we come from, right? It's owning a house is like so impossible sometimes, or
Yeah.
we think it's impossible. So just teaching people to, build that generational wealth, like be able to invest in your
Mm-hmm.
family and your kids' future, right?
Yeah.
That is impact.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
With the whole Hispanic base too, like, it's funny because like I'll talk to like clients sometimes and you can tell they don't trust the banks. They don't want to keep their money in the banks and, all
For
that
some
kind of like,
reason,
and we got to season that money, make sure it's good for,
they're like, nah, I'll put in there right before closing. I'm like, it
no, you ain't.
doesn't work like
Oh my God, I just
that.
had that quiet. I'm like, wait, what? You're kidding, right? You have all that money like at home?
Yeah, it's crazy. We got tacos from Taco P.
Taco Palenque.
Yeah,
You didn't want to
so
say Palenque?
I just like Taco P, like because during
TPs,
We
TPs.
TPs. So that's what I wanted to
TPs.
ask is like just to keep it on the whole Laredo thing. This is a Laredo original,
Yeah,
right?
founded in Laredo.
So how did like not that you need to know the history, but like back at home in Laredo, what was like? I know Taco P as being like a almost like it's like a much more authentic Taco Cabana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Taco C is like when's the last time you've been to Taco Cabana?
Since Taco P, I don't even go
Yeah.
anymore.
Me
No.
either.
Yeah.
Like, so how was Taco P back at home when TP's my bad? How is TP's is Twin Peaks to me. So
Yeah. It's
Taco P is Taco P.
that's what. Yeah. Same.
So like, was it like did it ever start where it was just like the drive through and there was no seating, or do they have always looked the way that we see them at San Antonio's?
So growing up, like that's the place that you go. Even now, after you go out and have a few drinks, right, or just go out and have any event,
Mhm.
like you go to TP's to sit down. You have your menudo at 2 o'clock in the morning, or your tacos,
Noodle,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
So it's like the after party,
Got you.
right? Here I feel like Mama Margie's, right?
Yeah.
Taco Cabana. So
Taco P now. It's in the mix.
Nah,
Yeah,
Taco P
yeah,
is in the
yeah.
mix for sure.
since they've been here, I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
when they first opened up their first location here, I would drive all the way to Broadway to go get my tacos.
What was the
'cause
other one?
I needed it.
Chacho's was Chacho's one too? Is it
Yeah.
Chacho's or?
Oh yeah, Chacho's too. Yeah.
I haven't been there in a
It was
minute.
it was Chacho's and Mama Margie's when I was
Yeah.
first moved here. Yeah.
Yeah. TP's is just, it's home. The tacos, I mean, they're huge too.
Oh man, I love. Yeah, it's.
You just need one.
Oh,
See, that's
yeah.
the problem is though, is that because like to me, whenever I eat a taco, I feel like you have to eat two. Like,
I want to see you eat too. Like,
but that's the problem over there is that like I want to eat two, but you already know it's gonna be a long night if you take down two tacos over there.
yeah.
See, when I go to TP's, I'll kind of like, and they speak in Spanish sometimes, and I was like, oh, okay, and they like what, and they're asking what I want. I'm like, oh, give me a pirata. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
and they'll say something, like anything else. I'm like, no, I'm good. Like I get to the
Yeah.
window and they're
He like
speaking
pretends.
Spanish, and they're like, I'm like, oh no, all I could say was pirata and see.
Yeah. No, pirata I think is like one of my all-time favorite tacos. Man.
Oh yeah, it's
so
money.
good.
We'll see what you guys get.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go ahead and
All right,
take our
first
first bite.
Rolls.
So how we're gonna do this one is we're gonna do a little game.
Okay.
So
Taking it back to your UTSA days.
Oh.
you should be, if you hang around Martine and them, this is something you should be familiar with. So this is gonna be a beer pong game, basically.
Yeah.
Every cup is numbered underneath,
Oh.
and so whichever one you make, then we'll just select the salsa that's numbered with the cup.
Okay.
So it'll be a surprise.
Got it?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's see how many balls it takes you. We got
Oh my God. Okay.
12.
Yeah,
in
you're
here.
gonna.
It should be easy.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Wow, I guess I was
0 for
not
2.
that good.
Oh, for 3. Let's get you one more. Let's
and
see what
she
you
was like,
got.
"Oh, I'm so
Okay.
close. This will be easy."
There we
Oh,
go.
boom.
There we
All
go.
right.
All right.
Let's
Go ahead
see.
and pull. Go ahead and pull.
So this is one. Dang, I thought I could mix them up better. So
You put it right in order.
I,
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
One.
6.
I think I mixed them up. I'm not even. This may be hot salsa. So we do have some salsa from a friend of mine, Alex.
This is his.
This may be his. I think one of these is, or maybe it's two. I'm not sure, but anyway, one of these sauces is that he actually made for us today. So
The one that he made, I think it's 2.
it's the kind
It
of
looks
chunkier one. Okay.
It looks like 2.
Okay.
I
All
could be
right.
wrong.
So we'll try his at some point, even if she doesn't make it. Maybe even just the last cup or something. But you ready to go ahead and take your bite?
Yeah, let's
And
do
and
it.
just as a reminder, real quick, because
Oh,
you know
yeah.
we do got like this is a theme
Where's
here,
the
right?
toilet?
You
Couple of ground rules.
have to go upstairs.
Oh, I got the pirata right here.
Oh, it did.
Mm.
We might have to fight over that. This is talking with tacos in 3 bites.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to do your best to finish
Pirata's
that
a
thing
little tough.
in 3 bites. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you ready? All right, let's take a look. Let me see what this is. You wanted the bean and cheese? Oh,
Oh.
what is this?
That's
it.
This is casero. I'll take casero. I love
I think I
casero.
got the bean and cheese. I'm okay with that.
You good?
I'm good. You good with that?
Yeah, let's.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
so the
You got the
you
bean
want
and
to
cheese?
yeah,
yeah,
switch it up because
okay.
it's gonna be a tough bite.
All right.
Yeah.
You got to kill this in 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So number one, you want to put a lot of salsa on there,
A lot.
and you also can't smell it. Like it's no pre-testing, like dipping your finger in.
Mexican. Come on now.
All
Are you
right.
scared?
Okay. Okay.
You should be scared to try the one I brought.
Which one did you bring?
She brought the green one.
That's
right
6?
there. 6.
Okay.
So
All right.
actually,
Yeah. Does
That's
that
good enough.
approve?
Good enough.
Enough.
That's good enough, I guess.
All right.
let's see.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. You bite
Cheers.
first. You go.
Yeah.
Oh, I go first.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta get paid for this, okay?
Nice.
That one may not be too bad. Pretty good.
Hot?
All right, let's go ahead and let her get her bite in. We can go ahead and
I didn't even sauce this up
It's
yet.
good. Has like a little kick to it, but it reminds me of like your traditional canned salsa,
I think there's a can maybe.
like Bucky's homemade salsa type. Oh, come on now.
Don't have a little bit of a kick.
I want to continue eating this taco because that was TP's always slap.
Man, that's good.
Mm.
I know. I could eat this whole thing right now, too.
Mm.
I had a little. Let me get one of them napkins. I had a little bit of a kick, but.
Mm.
You hurting, man? You all right? I think this is one of the first ones. I think that might be that sauce. That tasted like that salsa de leon because I think I saw that can out there. Right?
Yep, there's
Did
one.
you use one of them?
I think maybe
Oh, he's struggling.
as we had them, as we had them, it feels like they've gotten maybe a little hotter.
Like they're brewing in the fridge right now.
I don't know what it is, but that went up a notch. But I'm good. I'm not.
Oh my God, I gotta finish that in
not
3
scared.
bites. All right.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little tough for
Let
me
me see what
too.
your taco look like. Oh
can
man,
do it.
you could do it. Okay.
Okay, good. You good to go? Okay.
Strip club. Like, my wife did that for volleyball, and I know y'all two played. Did y'all play volleyball that same
Yeah,
league?
we were against each other that one game, and he's
Yeah.
like talking to me about mortgages. I was like, "You need to meet Josh. Like, I'm gonna give him your number."
Yeah.
Like that's where I want to get one of those going just for like a real estate group, and I wanted to do one at the office. I think I offered it up too late, but like I think like real estate people need to band up and do more things like that, and just
Agreed.
kind of get
I
out
agree.
there and
Fine.
whatnot.
Let me know. I'm down.
Yeah.
Might not be good at it, but I'll be there.
So with the Super Bowl, right, that's going on this weekend. What other things are you doing outside of that this weekend? Like, I know you're big into like with your dogs. I'm always seeing you like either out on trails and doing stuff like what, because you're an agent. We all got different things that like drive us up the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you doing with your time to keep you sane?
Eating. No, I do a lot of hiking. So if you ever need any like hiking trails or
Hmm.
anything like that, parks to go to, I know a lot of them. Um, I am teaching my dog agility.
Oh,
Not
nice.
me personally, but
Yeah.
we're going to classes where they teach me how to teach him.
Yeah.
So that's what we do almost every Saturday.
Let's train the
So
trainer.
yeah,
Okay.
in between showings, then I'll go and train my dog for an hour and then finish out the day. But
Is that
it's fun.
expensive?
It's $180 for six
Oh,
classes.
okay. So was that $30 a class?
Like,
Yeah.
you're the
Man,
math
It's
guy.
not too
I'm a good
bad,
lender
actually.
right there.
It's not too bad.
That's the one thing that I have noticed since we were talking about like dogs and everything. Like, you get the dog and you get the food,
Mm.
but like it's kind of like you're buying the house and you got like, okay, you got PMI, you got insurance, you got
You
taxes.
got to pay your trash, electricity.
Yeah, like I feel
It
like
adds
the
up.
same thing that
Yeah.
happens with the dog. Like we're leaving this weekend, which by the way, I'm kind of annoyed. I'm not annoyed, but because I shouldn't say that because I'm going to see my daughter. She has a dance convention all the way through Sunday, so I'll be leaving Dallas at 3 p.m., bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're not gonna get back.
not gonna get back in time
Well,
at all.
so then you shouldn't drive.
Well, we thought about flying, but I gotta fly a family to
No,
fly.
well, I mean, you shouldn't be the one driving,
Oh, right, yeah.
and
So
then,
he can be.
so he
Yeah,
can have his phone.
I do have Fubo. But
Okay, well,
the point here
yeah.
with all this, because it's Super Bowl and we talked about the dogs, is we got to find like
Mm.
last time we left, we paid for a dog sitter, and we're just kind of getting hit on the head. Like
Is
anything
this
that
how
we
you're
do
convincing me to take care of the dog?
on the show, Claudia, will you take care of my dog
Jeez.
this weekend? I just, I also heard and saw, or heard you told me you're taking golf lessons. We're going to start taking golf
Yeah, I just
lessons.
signed up for it. It's supposed to be low key.
What?
Like, I just
Sorry.
want to
Oh,
show up to all the guys that are out there on my feed posting, and I'm like, hey, I want to learn. Like, can you teach me, or can we go and
Yeah.
go to the range? You know what? Me and my girls are learning how to golf.
Yeah.
I've seen y'all took a picture recently or
Yeah,
something that y'all
we're
were
golf girls.
playing. Yeah, I do remember that now. Okay.
Golfing is another one of those things like is also very expensive too, right?
Yeah,
To go out and play.
yeah.
Just
I'm just trying to Happy Gilmore it,
how are you?
What? So y'all were at the driving range, or what were y'all?
Yeah, at the San Pedro range.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you could bring
Mm-hmm.
BYOB and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
fun.
I mean, I think that helps us with our job because you got to be precise and
Okay.
you got to know,
Yeah.
you got to have patience. I get so frustrated when I'm playing golf, like I can't because I'm terrible. And I just like I want to compete against my friends and I hate being like in last all the time. Like it's just not a good feeling. But it's great because like in real estate, it's just a good way of networking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. The most I can do is like maybe hit the ball at Top Golf.
Mm.
It may not be. Oh, you know what? I went for oh, Diver, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I went for his birthday to Top Golf. He's also another person from Laredo,
Oh, okay.
by the way. Yeah, so many
Oh,
of
just
them.
hang
Is
out.
that
And they
his
all,
nickname or is that his name?
No, that's
Diver.
his nickname.
okay. Yeah. I
Everyone knows him as Diver.
yeah, yeah. Big, huge guy. Like
You'll know him.
he's all beefy.
And everyone's like, yeah, I know
He's
him.
super,
Why is his name Diver?
That's
I
what
don't
they've always
know.
called him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a like I think he bartends and stuff. He's
Mm.
he's real social. Everybody from seems
Yeah.
like Radio is, but went for his birthday and they were like going through lessons, like do this, turn your
Mhm.
body like
Oh, I
this,
can imagine him because he's big, like ponchado big.
and even Martini was doing the same thing, and I was like, this is not. I feel like awkward, like
Yeah.
because I'm used to swinging like
It
a
is.
softball
Yeah.
bat, but after they got done, they showed me. I was smashing the ball. I'm like, dude, really?
Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore style.
Yeah, it was. I'm sure it was ugly, but I'm like, I'm able now to be there. Like, hey, it's on you. I need you to go like deep over there in the corner, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I
Are
can't do anything else.
Are you flexible?
I guess.
Or like not necessarily flexible, but do you have like I have no like flexibility whatsoever, and I feel like
Mm.
that makes like I'm stiff is what I guess. Like I'm
Oh,
stiff, and like part
Happy.
of it is you got to bring that.
We're old.
Yeah. Well, absolutely.
Fun.
That's why I hate when people like talk mess about actual athletes about, hey, dude, you're not hurt. Like, bro, I woke up sore today. I did nothing yesterday. Like, you
We're in our
know,
30s.
yeah.
It's
I
normal.
know, I know.
I wake up bad. Like if I have more than two kids in my bed, it's gonna be a terrible night of sleeping. And like usually the rule is like on Friday nights they might be able to come in, and I'll just go to the couch because I feel like I'm gonna wake up better
Yeah.
than having like a foot in my face and slightly hanging off. And yeah, it's bad.
Have you did an ice bath before?
Well, since we got the pool
Hmm.
over
So
the,
jump in.
yeah, I have jumped in a few times,
Oh, yep.
and it's pretty cold. Yeah.
Okay.
You,
You?
Mm-mm.
No?
I've only done the ice box, and that's cold too.
mm.
Ice box.
It's like
There's
the
a place.
cryo. It's like a cryo, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I mean, I just did it recently. I mean, I've done it several times before, but it
Mm-mm. Oh
makes a
yeah, I
world
saw
of
that.
Yeah, I
You
saw
couldn't
that
even
too.
breathe,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like 30
Yeah,
seconds in.
yeah. But after like a minute or two, you're like, all right, I'm good. But at first, I
All
was like,
mental.
I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be the first person who has like a heart attack from getting in the water. Like,
Yeah.
but 2 minutes, like 2 minutes, I would say, like
Mm-hmm.
comfortable and like it's like a tingly feeling, and then and I was so sore before that, and nothing. I'm just perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like it's works magic.
No, I like it when we go to Mexico. Like my little like when I get in my little self-care bag, and it's time to just like dip out, not like worry about anything. Like the spas at these like resorts we go to, they have like the cold pool, and then they have like the heated thing. They
Oh
have the
yeah.
sauna, and like they have this thing where it's like cold water that just like it's like a shower that just dumps on your head,
Ah.
and it's like different rooms that you can go into. It's like 5 or 6 different stations, and you just like kind of like go from hot to cold, and they have these pressure like hoses that will shoot at you and get like
Mm.
different parts of your body. It's pretty
You
cool.
staying at the
Hmm.
bougie places.
No, it's actually not that.
I've
It's
never.
not.
I've stayed there in Mexico several times in like Cancun and stuff. I've never seen it.
Yeah, because you're
I've
partying, you're not like hanging out. Like I have 3. I'm not going to go party. I have to like my like retreat is to like actually
relaxed
relax. So
I
like
usually have a 1 day of kind of relaxing, and I've never seen that. Maybe
at the beach, just there.
yeah. Well, it's going to involve alcohol still, but I mean, still kind of relaxing, checking out the resort, maybe massage or something like that. But yeah, I've never seen that part. I'm gonna have to look.
yeah,
I'm sure it's probably there somewhere.
yeah. What else is going on here? Rodeo's coming up.
Uh-huh.
San Antonio, like coming from Laredo to San Antonio, like what are your favorite San
I
Antonio?
love it.
Like what like since leaving Laredo, right? Because it took me a while to find my identity here. Uh, from Victoria,
Still looking.
yeah, from Victoria, went to Austin. Austin was like a small blip, but like that Austin to San Antonio like transition was tough because like Austin's super cool. Everything's just on 6th Street, and I didn't understand why I had to go to different places in San Antonio. And it took me a while
Oh,
to.
you stayed there.
Mhm,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
it took me a while to gravitate towards like the San Antonio way of
Mhm.
things. So do you love rodeo? Like, is that like one of your?
Yeah, I just feel like coming from Laredo, like San Antonio is just like a whole new world, right?
Yeah,
And given it's
but
probably
similar.
not as big as Austin,
Yeah.
right? But no, there's just so much to do here. Like
Mhm.
so many different parks, bars, events, like
Mhm.
so many events. Fiesta's coming, Oyster Bake's
Ooh,
coming. Like
Yeah,
there's so much things. We all like to have a good time,
it's during our
eat
birthday, by the
it
food.
way.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fun.
yeah.
It's fun.
No, and Fiesta always finishes at our birthday's like usually the last weekend. But
Like
last year it was different, I think, because of didn't they?
April?
Yeah, it's April.
April 22nd.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You know
No, they're
what?
Taurus babies too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know
No
what?
wonder.
Do you know what April 22nd? What actual day that actually is? Besides one of the best
A
days in the world.
Thursday? I don't know.
Like is more well, it's
Like it's
significant.
it's
It's
a
something.
Springtime?
no. Like you know how
Yeah,
like
it's
certain
close.
like what would be like what do you I don't even know what to call it like
I have
days
no
or
clue.
like ground it's like a Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
You know, like there's like who knows what day is Groundhog's Day is. I know it's sometime
Yeah.
in is it
Like a
January?
holiday
it's-
that nobody knows.
Yes,
What
Yes.
holiday is it?
it's Earth Day.
Of course, it's Earth Day.
So like I'm like I do you like to recycle? Like does that stuff matter to you?
Yeah. I
It
mean,
does?
yeah.
Okay,
For,
because
for sure. We have a recycling bin at home. And I'm like, hey, cans. I had to put a sign up there because when I like to host and we have everybody, drinking or what, and they're throwing trash, like paper plates and stuff in there. I'm like, it says cans, bro. Like,
yeah.
throw the cans in there. Cause I'm like, you can put other things in there, but they just always mess it up. So I'm like, just put the cans in there now because I don't want to have to go through and take bottles and stuff out. Like I like this for some reason. I like to recycle. Like
Yeah.
it's
No,
I know
I
it's a
think
good
it's,
thing,
I've
but
always loved Earth Day. And like, I'm a big recycler too. And I'm like a tree hugger, like to a certain extent, but then I'm also not like super hippie or whatever. Anyway,
So how like hustlers were you guys growing up? Because cans to me, like putting cans in a recycling bin is like tough, right? Obviously, I do it now, but growing up, it was always like, no, you put it on a different bin because we're gonna go collect those and take them to get paid. Like
oh
you get
yeah,
$20 per bag or whatever, right?
oh no, yeah.
Now it's not like that, but
I remember in junior high, I used to like, I had reduced lunch. Um, and it's like, I guess you could kind of put your family in like a sense of how broke you were, like if it was free, reduced, or like the full
mm,
amount. So I think our lunch was like 40 cents was like our
mm,
lunch. So I would pay the 40 cents. $2 would cover my lunch for the entire week. And then
nice.
so I would go get lunch and then sell it to the kid. Like they would
Yeah,
get like $10 a day, which was wild. Like, bro, you got 10
he's
bucks
hustling.
today to like, I mean, I wouldn't get the whole 10, but
Yeah.
like I might end up with two and that could get me like a soda and something else from the vending machine or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. That's my hustling story. Other than that, I used to
Cool.
kind of like flip stuff here and there. I won't get too involved in
I know the feds are watching. No.
that.
I used to, man, believe it or not, I was same boat. Um, and then something happened. They took free lunch away or whatever, and I'm like, so I used to sell Jolly Rancher suckers for like 25 cents. And that was, I mean, I like, tell my, or have my mom and dad go to the store and I would make them think they're buying the suckers for me. And of course, and then I would sell
Comes
them.
home with all the coins.
And so they was like, how you get money? I'm like, no, I just saved some of my lunch. I didn't eat lunch today or whatever. And so from there, I mean, I kind of took it a step further in high school, got a CD burner. And I was that guy, like backpack full of CDs. Like,
Oh, if you had the CD burner in high school, you were like pretty much the drug dealer, but like the very PC version,
yeah,
and like you were the guy.
exactly. I would come to school with, and it was so bad because, the CD, oh man, feel like I'm so old now, but our computer is so slow. It took 45 minutes to burn a
You would do
CD.
it overnight.
And so I would set alarms to wake up every 45 minutes. And sometime the CD burner would have an error,
Hmm.
like 2 minutes in. And I woke up an hour and there was nothing that's been going on. So I would come to school exhausted with all these CDs, selling for $5 a piece. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I got this new mixtape. I got this new mixtape. And it was going so well. I was able to buy like shoes and stuff. And one kid, I can't even remember what his name was, was like, "Hey, I want a CD." I'm like, "Oh, it's $5." He's like, "Nah, I want it for free." I'm like, "No."
Shaking you down or what?
Yeah. So I'm like, "You're not getting a CD." He's like, "If you don't give me that CD for free, I'm going to tell." And I was like, "Oh no." Uh,
I'm gonna go
okay.
jail.
Okay. Here you go. So he was like, "Oh yeah, the next time you sell them, I want another one for free." I'm like,
Is
"I'm
this
done with
See,
CDs."
Debo or what, man?
It was just the kid got smart and it was like, he knew he could threaten
what to
me.
say? Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I was like, and I was kind of nervous. I knew it was illegal.
yeah. What were you
So
hustling? You hustling anything, or you're just
I was a good kid.
oh, okay?
Yeah.
I was,
What
I was,
I was working at 15. So
I
I
was
was
too.
out
What
there
What was your job at 15?
super S. It was
Oh,
a
okay.
cashier.
I worked
mm.
at Victoria. I worked at Skate World.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. So like at 15, I worked at Skate World, but even before that, I worked for some people and did their lawn and all this stuff. That was like in the summertime or whatever. But at 15, I started working at Skate World. And I think I got my first job at the cookie company, like real job, like at 16 or 17. Yeah.
So you were bagging like a bagger or
Yeah,
something?
because it was like a block from my house and yeah,
Super S, is it like Kmart or
a
something or?
grocery store.
Oh,
Kind of
gotcha.
like a low key HEB.
Yeah, like a
Okay.
smaller,
Hmm.
like maybe
Neighborhood one.
like a Fiesta, but
Hmm.
smaller.
Hmm.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And then HEB after that and so forth, so forth.
Maybe like Dick. Remember, wasn't there? Do you know about Dick's in Victoria? I think it
No.
was Dick's.
Yeah, I don't really
Small
know
grocery
that.
store. Yeah. Anyway, talking about food, let's take another bite,
Yeah,
man, because
Yeah.
I'm super
Really.
because this is
hungry.
getting cold.
Yes, and I
So
want to hear
Oh,
this.
you
Oh,
you
we're
know
gonna do
what?
another. What do you want to do?
Do you want to just because I don't want to not try your salsa that you brought. You want to just
Sure.
okay, yeah,
It's gonna be hot.
okay, that's
So
fine.
should we
That's what
wait for
we
the end?
well, or we can try.
Just
Well, let's try Alex's salsa. And then here you go, and then we'll try yours last, just in case I'm like coughing up a
what,
lung.
Alex?
Alex is a realtor, yeah.
Hmm.
I've took him out to Detroit before. We play flag football together. I think this may be his mom's recipe or something like that.
Hmm.
Oh, see, mine's very basic. His is like fancy. He like burned the chiles and everything.
How can you tell?
Um,
Damn, it's the
He
Laredo eye over here.
he
Just
explained to me that this is gonna be
spicy.
spicy. Yeah.
Mm.
So you go ahead and take your bite first. I
Oh,
want to see how your reaction is, Alex. If this is has me going crazy,
oh.
thank you.
you are not finishing that in 3 bites.
Pretty good.
Is it hot?
Mm. Mm.
It is.
Mm-hmm. But
Oh
it's good.
shoot!
Oh,
Okay,
crap.
let's see.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's good. I would put this on tacos. Tamales, I feel like this would be so good on tamales.
That is good.
That is good.
Yeah.
Not.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Cheater.
kind of want to try some
I
more.
know. I seen you get after it.
I gotta.
I
Yeah.
was trying to finish the salsa. Yeah. It's
That was
good.
good. It was good.
Taste.
Yeah, taste wise, good. It did have a kick.
Mm-hmm.
I still need some heater though. How hot is this one right here?
I
Super
don't
hot?
know. I didn't even try it.
Oh, you haven't tried it?
No.
How hot do
It
you
might
usually
not
make your
even.
salsa?
It's normal.
Mm.
It's good. Yeah. I don't know. We'll find out.
All right, let's get into some real estate stuff. With Valentine's Day coming around the corner,
Jeez, thanks.
let me just ask you a few questions here.
Yes, I'm single. Yes, if you know anybody, let me know.
Now, I'm going to try to present some real estate questions in the form of regular questions
Okay.
based around Valentine's Day.
We got a Hinge tutorial for you afterwards.
Hands tutorial?
Hinge, the app, dating app.
Oh,
No,
I
I'm
don't
just
even
playing.
do that anymore.
If you're thinking about your buyers and your sellers,
Mm.
who would be a better match for you? Like a better lover, a better partner, your buyer or your seller?
I love buyers.
Buyers, really? Why?
I mean, real estate agents will always tell you, no, I'd rather take listings. Yeah, they're easy,
Mhm.
right? Not really easy. It still takes a lot of prep work, a lot of follow up. I just feel like buyers, the excitement, right? Like the end result is so much bigger. Even
Yeah.
though sellers, like I have a situation, right, where that money that they're making is very impactful for what their next step is, right?
Mhm.
So that is great stories. But most of the time people sell, they're separating their, at least for my clientele. I deal a lot with divorces, probate, all the not so great stuff every now and then, right? People that are just moving into the
Yeah.
next chapter, bigger house, but
Yeah.
buyers.
Yeah, it's I know a lot of I've been reaching out just trying to get more information and like look at how like realtors think and trying to get a lot of training and education there just from like social media, like influencers in the real estate space. And like I know a lot of agents want to get more listings because they feel like maybe it's I don't know, would you say like I don't know, like is it easier to have a listing over a buyer? Because like a buyer, you have to run around and show them places. So it's interesting that I love that you love buyers because as a lender, I want you to go get as many buyers as possible.
It's exhausting and it is harder to manage, right? On a listing, you can have 20 listings, but can you have 20 buyers shopping at the same time, right? It's a lot harder.
Right.
It's just what I like.
Yeah.
I still will take my listings. I love my listings,
Absolutely.
right?
For sure.
But buyers just have that special place in my heart.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I love that. All right. Kiss, Marry, Kill. Are you familiar with the
Yeah.
game? Okay, good. Because
I don't know why I didn't know it.
I brought it up to Anthony. He was like, "What is Kiss, Marry, Kill?"
I wasn't. I was. I would. Maybe I wasn't as cool. I missed some of those parties. Like
Like, what did you play that game like in high school? Is that what it was,
That
or like
probably
that's it's like maybe in a magazine? Like I don't know where it got like
I don't know.
popularized at, but it's like just a
Movies,
yeah,
it's
maybe
everywhere.
oh, I don't know.
All right, so Kiss, Marry, Kill.
All right.
Let's give you some options here. Okay. Kiss, Marry, Kill. Who would it be? Would it be between listing agent? Okay, you're the buyer's agent here.
Okay.
Okay, listing agent, Inspector
Mm,
or appraiser,
mm.
or and appraiser, not or, because kiss, marry, kill. Listing agent, inspector, appraiser.
Obviously, we're all gonna probably kill the inspector
Oh, really?
sometimes. Well, I feel like appraisers here and there, right? But
Mm-hmm.
inspectors,
Ru-
some sometimes they just say the things incorrectly,
I got you.
right?
Okay.
Or like
yeah.
they scare them more than what it should be, right?
I
And it's
never.
like, well, go get a actual professional opinion from a contractor. What are you doing? Like,
Yeah. Okay, I love that perspective. Okay, so we're
hmm
gonna kill the inspector,
hmm maybe kiss your appraiser,
kiss the appraiser. Okay,
right?
you got to get on his good side, right?
Yeah,
Like make sure this
yeah.
thing.
And then marry the listing agent
Okay,
because you're honestly going to do more business with them in the future. So you got to be in a good place with them.
I like that. See, I like the perspective. I thought for sure you would have killed
The appraiser?
the appraiser
Mm,
because one, you called me. Was it this week or over the weekend? I
mm-hmm,
think over the
mm-hmm,
weekend,
mm-hmm,
and I'm dealing with a very very
mm-hmm,
similar thing, FHA loan,
mm-hmm,
and we gotta paint some trim
mm-hmm,
and paint some
mm-hmm,
siding and do some fascia work.
mm-hmm,
And to me, I want to like wring that appraiser's
mm-hmm,
neck because now we got to push closing to do
mm-hmm.
these repairs or whatever. So I
And pay
thought for
for them to go
sure,
back out there.
yeah.
But for the most part, like, that's our job
Hmm.
as a buyer's agent or a listing agent, right? Like, if you have the listing, you have to make sure that that house is going to pass an FHA. And sometimes we miss those little paint jobs. Like, man, they really picked that. Like, we missed it.
Yeah.
Um, as a buyer's agent too, when we're walking the house, we're, oh, there's a broken window. We're going to need that
Yeah.
repaired for FHA prior to the appraiser being ordered. So
Hmm.
that's part of our job.
Yeah.
And then comps, values, we do that too, right? We go in there and tell you, you know what, you're overpaying.
Hmm.
It's probably not going to appraise, but let's give it a shot, right?
Yeah.
So it's things we can control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought you were going to answer that one totally different, but I mean, we probably because we don't. I mean, obviously we do care about the inspection, but like you guys, like
Mm.
right now, I got a contract a few days ago. They're getting the inspection done, but like I'm not really involved in that phase. Like we kind of like it's more
You're
more.
like, let me know after.
Yeah,
We're
let me
good.
know. We're gonna
The
order the
appraisal.
Yeah.
appraisal, and
Yeah.
we'll be good. And so like I'm not really too worried about that, I guess. And like so I never really thought about it how you guys look at
Mm.
it. Like, bro, you're jacking up my deal over here.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they got to tell us what's
No,
wrong with
for
the
sure.
house,
No, I know.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, really? Like, you're telling them that they need a brand new roof when it's missing one shingle? Like,
Well, I think the customer or the client doesn't really tell us kind of that
mm-mm,
conversation. So
mm-mm.
I don't I think from our perspective it's kind of like, or I mean I guess you do have one kind of sort of that, like in that scenario right now with the roof, but most of the time it's something that needs to be fixed. I don't even know what's going on until they're like, "Hey, this deal may not work." I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Wait, why not? I already got it. Everything's been approved. Like we're going good." And they're like, "No, there's some things." I'm like, "Well, what are they?" And they're like, "Oh, never mind. We're pulling out." I'm like, I don't even know what happened. Like,
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
like, and I'm assuming it's based on those inspections. Like, hey, this doesn't look good, or they
Foundation
won't
or
fix
something. Yeah.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're just gonna, it's not
Mm-hmm.
worth our time. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay, well, I guess I would like to know more details about it. I guess it may not be none of my business either, but
The less you know, the better.
All right, let's do another one here. Kiss, marry, kill.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to make these a little bit tougher to where
Hmm.
you got to kill somebody, right?
Hmm.
So kiss, marry, kill. Your lender,
Mm-hmm.
your LO, your escrow officer,
Mm-hmm.
and let's go with like your new build sales rep.
Hmm.
hmm,
Hmm.
See, I
interesting.
at first when I put
That's like,
when I first I know, but you got to choose. When I first put these together, like I had like the appraiser, and I was like, no, you're gonna kill this person. It's gonna be too easy. Like we got to make it hard. Your LO,
hmm.
your escrow officer, and your new build sales rep. You got to kiss,
Probably
marry.
kill the sales rep.
Okay,
Um,
really?
yeah, I love my sales rep. I love them all.
Mm-hmm.
But the title, I feel like title probably does majority of the work.
Mm-hmm.
Like they hold everything together. So that's probably who I will marry. Like they
Okay.
take care of everything as far as like communicating with the lender,
Mm-hmm.
keeping me in the loop. Hey, the lender hasn't sent this. Hey, we found this out, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
do a lot of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the lender, Kiss, yeah.
Awesome.
Because
That's us.
they gotta,
That's us, bro.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
yeah.
Good. Okay. Let's talk new build since I asked about the new build sales counselor. Okay. Kiss, marry, kill. Let's do,
Are you gonna go?
let's go. KB,
Ooh,
Pulte,
okay.
Lennar.
Of course, everyone's gonna want to say kill Lennar. Like
I know.
I already knew that was coming.
I've seen Shift Talk and like, I feel so bad.
I love Lennar.
Yeah, I feel so bad for them, but like,
Yeah.
I
They have a
mean,
lot of good things.
Well,
and
they're affordable. I
Yeah.
deal with a lot of low price point. Like I sell more Lennar than I do Perry's or any other bigger builder.
well, it just feels like it's the relationship between Lennar and the realtor. I mean, I have heard whatever comments about the
My
build, but
Lennar rep is awesome.
right, but I've just seen where like I've heard so many stories that people have gotten cut out the transaction, and that's what has had a lot of backfire and backlash. I guess from y'all side, I don't mess with any new build people because they don't mess with me. So we got a problem anytime we see each other in these streets.
They're fun. They're fun. I think KB is a very good like long term, like probably your Mary type.
Yeah,
Because they're affordable. You can customize. You could do different things.
I like that.
Perry too. Perry I'll kiss. Right? Just because.
did I say Perry?
Was it Perry?
Pulte.
Pulte.
Yeah. I was about to say I messed up because they're coming next.
Yeah. Yeah, I would kiss Pulte and then obviously Lennar.
Okay.
But I love Lennar. Like it's like
Bread and butter.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
No, that's good. All right, last one here.
Mm.
We'll get off this topic. Kiss, marry, kill. Let's do Highland Homes,
Mm-hmm.
Perry Homes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who else should I throw in there. Would
Highland Perry.
They're all the same.
are they? I think so
In
too.
my book, they're all the
I
same.
don't even want to give you my opinion about how I feel about my house. Right. Let's pick D.R. Horton.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Probably marry D.R. Horton. Again,
Nice.
right? Because those are the people that I deal with the most.
D.R.
Yeah,
really?
I love Highland Homes. Highland Homes are beautiful.
Yeah.
So are Perry. I still love Highland
Mm-hmm.
over Perry.
I tell my wife all the time is that because this is a Perry, and first of all, I think that once we go back and we look at houses that were built in 2021, these people were like, I don't know where they got them from. Like they just say, "Hey, yo, bro, you trying to work today?"
Mm-hmm.
Like the construction of my house during the phase, it looked bad. It was just bad, and it was very difficult for a lot of builders to like carry trades during that time during COVID. Anyhow, whatever. I'm not going to get on that tangent about my house, but I always tell my wife that, man, we should have bought the Highland. We liked it.
Just the quality. I feel like it's just a little better.
We had to like beat on our chest a little bit more over here when we didn't really think that we had to because of how they brand themselves as being
Different. Yeah.
high tiers quality. And don't get me wrong, it's a nice house, whatever, but like, I don't know.
Everyone's going to always want to change something.
I know.
And that's what I'm here for. I can put that for sale sign whenever you're ready.
Yeah. It's going to be a minute. We're going to have to get past this little pool bill we got. And then, but yeah.
Somebody will buy it with a pool.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And yeah, that looks
And a
great.
green belt.
Yeah, very true. But they're building right here and we're scared. Yeah. Like if you keep going, we're scared. Like right now we got like a good set of trees in between us. But same thing. I was in Waterford Park across from Valley Ranch. Same thing, had a green belt and now they're putting apartments right there. So right now we have like a Sonic coming. Like I know I talked about like the Wingstop and all that stuff, but across the street we have a Sonic, an HTO.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
The tea place.
It's a tea place.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then I think they're going to put apartments back there.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're just San Antonio. You can already expect
yeah, I
it.
know, right? So anyway, we'll see.
Yeah. That's rule number 1 when we're selling green belts is never promise what's going to stay there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just a few questions that I have for you, because a few things that I love and admire about you is that, like, from a lender perspective, there's a lot of people that we talk to that are in real estate, and this is kind of like probably eating my own words of what I just said here a second ago. We have like probably 20,000 agents in the city of San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
I think there was a statistic that last year only 81% of agents did not have a deal in escrow last year. Tough year. So like there is an influx of realtors, there's an influx of agents, influx of, personalities. Not a lot of agents know real estate all that well. And one thing that I love about you is that you know real estate really, really well. And I feel like you have a really, really good grasp of what we do on the lending side. Like when we're having a conversation, you may ask a question that's maybe more specific, but you do have like a strong understanding of what your client needs to do and like not walking them into some like make believe dream that they will never be able to accomplish, So like that just came with experience, or you're just kind of like going out and seeking information. Do you follow people online, or like who is your?
I think it's all experience, and I've always been that hands-on. And of course, I know I need to stay in my lane sometimes, but I rather educate first, at least on what I know, right? And prepare them on, hey, these are the scenarios. This is worst case, but I'm not the professional there, right? Go talk to Josh. But this is what I know about it, past experience, right?
Yeah, no, I love that because like
Good
sometimes,
expectations, right?
sometimes it's like, yo, go talk to Josh, and then when they talk to Josh or Anthony, it's like, you're not working. Or you don't like,
Not that realtor.
you know what I mean? It's like, you can't just send over anybody that's breathing, and that's not to say that people can't get to where they need to be at, but sometimes there's like a little bit more like the pre-conversation. So like,
it's not that hard just to ask, hey, what's your credit score?
Right.
Okay, you're in a 400. All right.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you can't buy a house, but we're going to need to get you there, right?
Yeah.
We're going to need to work on credit. So we've already prepared them on how to fix their credit, go to a credit repair company, right?
Yeah.
Versus just, here you go, you figure it out.
Yeah.
No, that's I think that's what everybody should be doing for the most part. And of course, we don't want you to do more than what you have to, but it's like if you ask like, what do you think your credit score is? And they're like, oh yeah, I think it's like a 650. And like, oh, well, where did you get that from? And they must not tell the realtor that, because they come to me like, yeah, 650. I'm like, oh, perfect. Like just by chance, where did you get it? Oh yeah, I got it on Credit Karma.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, do you have a bank app or something? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, can you check it? And they're like, yeah.
580.
So, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I mean, that's still good.
Yeah.
We're going to, work a little bit more to get you where you need to be at. But I mean, up front, they would have already known, like, don't use Credit Karma, so you have other free things there to access to be able to understand what a more clear, breakdown of what your score looks like.
Yeah. That's the first thing I bring up with credit. Like I clear that out straight out the gate. Last thing,
because our job.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know we want to get to this next bite. Yeah. But the last thing that I love, you do all the intangibles. In me talking to a lot of agents, like giving feedback and trying to help and develop, there's a lot of like the intangibles. Like you can flip anything back to real estate. You're all over social media. Follow
me on social media.
Yeah,
guys.
the infamous. So like, just maybe to close this thing off, just to like kind of hear how the infamous mirror pick, because like I don't check everybody's story all the time, but like one thing that I can count on is like the walk up to the mirror, or like
I think we all just do it.
When did that?
Office.
I don't know. I've seen you do that the most though. Like when did that start? Like that's just
no idea. It just happened. One of those days, leaving the office and you do a mirror pick. It's funny. I have like my phases, because at one point I was shotgunning Red Bulls all the time, and that's how people kind of like, hey, you haven't shotgunned a Red Bull in a while. Well, I'm trying to be better.
Yeah.
And now it's mirror picks. We'll see what's next.
Did you have a Red Bull or energy drink today?
Celsius, but I can't shotgun that.
Okay.
That's too big.
Yeah.
Celsius is also an energy drink?
Yeah.
Man, y'all, you two need to stop with the energy drinks, man. Like I told this dude.
You can find me something better, I'm all about it.
I was like, quit bringing the Red Bull.
Right?
Yeah. Just espresso, man. Just do espresso. Okay. All right. Last bite. Let's do the homemade salsa.
Sure.
All right. Let's get after it.
All right. Thanks.
this mine? This don't even look like the same taco anymore, bro.
Yeah, it's because it got a little cooler.
All the meat went away.
Yeah, that I'm not gonna lie, that last one kind of had me. I'm still kind
Yeah.
of feeling weird. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you gotta go toilet.
No. Like it's just it's spicy.
Does it
Smells.
smell spicy? You went first this time. Let's go. Mm-hmm. You can. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can smell it because like it has the same smell as my mom's. But hers don't be green like that. That one definitely had the spice on it.
That was good.
All right, we knocked it out. Good job. We appreciate you. You got a listing
Coming up.
coming up.
Maybe not.
Mhm.
I might accept an offer.
Yeah. A few buyers out there.
I do,
Nice.
but I have, yeah,
Yeah.
a couple.
Yeah.
I mean, you're qualifying a couple of them.
Yeah. Talk to a few. Yeah. Excited about what's to come. March, April. I'm really, really excited about these next few months. I think that it's going to be
The
super.
boom.
Yes.
It's hot.
I know it is hot. I think we are going to have a nice little mini boom. I'm super excited about.
I want it hot.
That's where it's at,
Are
right?
you in the hot seat right now?
That was struggling. So anyway, super excited about these next few months, and man, both of us are excited to be around you, to be able to work with you. Anything else you got, or anything else you got?
I mean, I guess that we haven't got to do a deal. Whew, we haven't got to do a deal yet. I know Josh is your guy, which is I'm fine with that. And how many deals have y'all done?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, we've done a handful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
First one was a mutual friend. I think that's what kind of started the relationship, and yeah, I was super happy that sometimes you work with a new agent, you don't know if
Oh no, I'm awesome.
it's a one-time thing, and yeah, no, love it. Yeah.
What I am really excited is for this duo, and it's crazy that it works and it's working, and I'm excited to see how big y'all go.
We'll see.
Well, thank you for.
I don't know if he keeps eating salsa like that, he may not make it past.
God, this is hot. I'm sweating. But we will, just like always, throw your Facebook, IG somewhere on the screen. Hit her up if you're looking for somebody that's going to be on top of things, super engaged. I mean,
I'm just
great
honest,
personality.
just fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. See that, but
I'm gonna get it done.
it works for a lot of people. Like knowing somebody is like has your back and is batting for you, like you. I mean, wouldn't want to have it any other way. So appreciate it. Hit her up if y'all need anything with real estate wise.
A1 agent. Love it. Laredo's finest. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Appreciate it.
See ya.